What's up YouTube, Ian here, and we are doing yet another pickups video. It's been a while since I posted my last pickups video. I have one in my backlog that I'm waiting to release, and I figure this one's probably going to be a while before I release it as well. So yeah, I've got not as many as you guys have been used to seeing, so that's actually a good thing because yeah, my backlog is just way too big, and I keep picking games up and all that, and then not getting to them. Recently, as you guys know, I've been streaming. I streamed Ghostbusters, and I also streamed Zombieland, and now I'm in the middle of streaming Vampire. So those three, I picked those up recently. They're not going to be in this pickups video, just because they're already either on my shelf or in my console right now. But let's get started with a game from Limited Run, and this is River City Girls. Now, wow, this game, it is actually pretty heavy. It seems like there's something in here extra. I'm not even sure if I'm going to open this up yet. I'm still, debating on whether I should, just because these limited run games are usually they shoot up in value, especially if they're unopened. Now, I'm not going to sell my limited run games. At least I'm not planning on it. If I hit some really hard times, and I shouldn't, I've prepared, but if I do hit some really tough times, then having some valuable games that can actually help you out. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Now this came actually with a limited run card. Like all limited run games, I've found out that they all come with these collectible cards, and that's really cool. So there we go, the limited run card. And it came with the original soundtrack. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these together. I'm probably just not gonna open this. I think there might be a poster or something inside because this feels heavy. Or at least there's a manual. And you don't feel a lot of games like that anymore. Usually they just don't have manuals. That's a thing of the past. But yeah, limited run games, love their stuff. Always good. Very collectible value in that. And it's just something that yeah, it's probably just gonna sit in the packaging, and I'm gonna download the digital copy because all the limited run games are usually digital. Here we go, Kessin. So I picked up the second one, and now I have the first one, so I can get into this series. I don't really know what it's about, but I'm guessing that it's well, on the back it says Epic Real-Time Strategic Warfare, so I'm guessing that it is a Japanese warfare kind of game. It looks pretty cool, and yeah, it looks like you can command some pretty big armies on this, so that's really cool. I'm looking forward to trying that out. And okay, here we go. We have a actually, let's do a few of the Japanese imports. So we have this is I believe Mr. Mosquito 2. Yes, Mr. Mosquito 2, and this is where the family that you have been bugging, no pun intended, goes to Hawaii, and you just bother them there. So looking forward to this. I actually just picked up a Japanese PS2 not too long ago, so that is definitely something that I am looking forward to playing because yeah, I don't know, I've always wanted to play the Mr. Mosquito game, and I finally got a copy of it, and now I have the Japanese sequel, and I didn't even know that was a thing until this year, so I'm excited about that. All right, here we go in this fancy. You can tell this is straight from Japan because the used games there, they come in these nice packaging to maintain the newness of it. And here we go, Rurouni Kenshin. So let's pop that out, and there we go. The disc is perfect. Of course, pretty much everything that I've ever gotten from Japan has been in perfect condition or near perfect condition. So there we go. We have Rurouni Kenshin, and I don't even know what this is, but Yeah, I no idea what it is. It's I'm gonna just take a guess and say it's a visual novel, you know, and I should be able to knock that out, in a day. I'm not gonna be able to understand it, but I can play through it, get to the end credits, and then put it on my shelf and say, hey, that's something I've done. Now here we go. I have to give a warning. I have some adult content coming up. Now I'm not going to show anything that's just blatantly off the wall inappropriate. But if I turn this over, yeah, you'll see some stuff that's inappropriate. I'm a collector of weird video game stuff, and I've got no shame in that. That's what I enjoy collecting. Now, when I found out that they have it's PSP adult movies, I can't play them on my PSP because I have an American PSP and they are considered movies. So they won't work since the PSP the games are region free. They're not region locked, but movies are region locked on the PSP. So I can't even play this stuff. But I bought it anyway. It's gonna stay sealed, and it's just completely out there. These are adult visual novels for the PSP. Now, I just could not believe that this was a thing. I never knew that adult visual novels were on the PSP. And it just, yeah, I don't even know what to think about this. I cannot show the backs of these because there is some graphic content on the back, and that's not going to be on my channel. And that's just a conversational piece, so I can be like, hey, did you know that they had this on the PSP? And people are going to be like, no, Sony would never allow that. Sure enough, they did. Well, I don't think they had a choice since these are movies, and they control the rights to what games are published, but I don't think they can control what movies are published. So Sony kind of washed their hands of that, and yeah, that is a thing that exists, and now you know it. Here we go, Ico. So this, if you've played this on PS3, I mean, that's pretty much where most people have played it, I'm sure. I've never played it on PS3, never played it on PS2. I finally own a copy. I really need to get Shadow of Colossus, because I don't believe that I own a copy of Shadow of Colossus, and I've been wanting to play that. But this is just one of those other, another iconic PS2 game that I'm going to have to eventually bunker down and play. Now we have a whole bunch of PS Vita games. These are, I believe, yeah, these are all Japanese imports, and some of them are weird, and that's okay because that's what I collect. I collect the weird kind of stuff, and that's what I want in my collection. So I can be like, hey, did you know this existed? Did you know this existed? Now this one's not weird at all. This is Tokyo Zandu. No idea what this is about. This is in Japanese, so I'm not going to be able to really understand it, but it looks like a fun RPG. I know they have an English copy, so I'll be trying to track down an English copy of that so I can understand it. I don't know what this is. 575? No idea. It looks kind of like a rhythm game. I think it's a rhythm game. I can't tell, but yeah, there we go. Root Letter. Now this is another one that I believe this is a visual novel from what it looks like, and I really would love to understand what they're saying in it, but that's probably not going to happen. I'm probably never going to understand it unless I get the English copy. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Just another PS Vita game from Japan, and I just have to add more PS Vita games to my collection, and pretty much the Japanese are the only ones that are still making them. So unfortunately, that's the route that I have to go. 1/149. Yeah, I have no idea on this. This just looks weird. It's rated Zero B, so I mean it can't be too crazy, but it looks weird, and that's gonna be in my collection. And of course, Freedom Wars. I've wanted to add this to my collection for a while, and thankfully I can actually understand this one because this is in English. So that is really cool. There's a tissue paper in there. Yep, there we go, Freedom Wars. And that is what I have for the PS Vita. Now let's open this up. Okay, that popped out, but here we go. Now you guys know I have a lot of copies of Splinter Cell for no reason, and when I get a chance I sell copies, but I always end up picking extras up. And it just seems like I always have copies of this game, and it's like the universe is telling me to play it, and unfortunately I just don't have the time to sit through and play it legitimately. But I now have the Game Shark for Splinter Cell, so there we go. I can hopefully use that, beat the game, and get that off of my backlog forever, because it's a game that I really owe it to myself to sit through and play, but I also owe it to myself to not play it legitimately and just get the plot points. All right, here we go. This is one that I've wanted to add to my collection for a long time, and I can't find an American copy. I don't know if American copies exist, but this is Way of the Samurai 4 for PS3. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Way of the Samurai series. I just picked up a copy of Way of the Samurai 2 not too long ago. I had to get a special cover made and all that. Finally got the cover. It's on my shelf. It looks great. I have Way of the Samurai 3 already on my shelf. That was one of my PS3 games that I bought way long ago. And I kind of forgot about the series, and I never knew that they had 4 until recently. And when I found out they had Way of the Samurai 4, I was trying to track down a copy, and it's just pretty much impossible trying to track down a copy. And I don't know if they have American copies of this. And yeah, this is a sealed copy of it. So I'm going to see if I can download Way of the Samurai 4. Hopefully it's still on PSN, and I can download a copy and just keep this one sealed and pristine, because I do not want to open up a sealed game. I'm just really, that's like one of my pet peeves with like PS3 games and older. I don't want to open them up. PS Vita games I'll still open up. PS4 games I'll open up. But yeah, I really just feel bad about opening up PS3 games and stuff like that. All right, we have .hack GU Last Recode. So I believe this is the entire series. Yeah, .hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth, Reminisce, and Redemption. So, and I think it says it also includes new Volume 4. Okay, plus terminal disc footage on one disc. So there we go. So it has the first game, second game, and third game, plus the new Volume 4 reconnection. So that is really cool. I'm looking forward to playing those games because I've never played any of them. But all right, let's. Ooh, I do not know how to pronounce this. Utaware Rumata? Mask of Deception? I'm not sure if I pronounced it anywhere close, but this was like $17 at GameStop, and I was like, you know what? It's made by Atlas, and anything made by Atlas that's under $20, I'm probably going to pick up. Just because I've learned that I just can't trust the market not to eat up those Atlas games for whatever reason. Yeah, those games, they they shoot up in value, at least from what I've seen. Not all of them, but it's been kind of enough of a trend to where I know that if I see one for under $20 to pick it up. And we have Dark Rose Valkyrie. So this is another anime one that I saw. I don't know if I'm gonna get into these. I like collecting the anime type games because they usually end up very valuable, but I never really sit through them. You know, that's one of those things, and I gotta start questioning what I buy, and that's something that I really need to work on, is questioning what I buy, and ask myself, is it worth it? You know, yeah, the game's probably gonna shoot up in price eventually, but is it worth it to buy it if you're not gonna play it? And yeah, Nelq and the Legendary Alchemists, another anime game. 20 years of Atelier history. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Atelier, but yeah, another PS4 game that I picked up. And ooh, here we go, a PS3 game. I believe this is a Japanese exclusive. I don't think it ever was released in the American market, and it is Liberation Maiden Sin. So there we go, Liberation Maiden Sin. Very cool. Again, this is a sealed copy, and I don't go out of my way to buy sealed copies. In fact, I try to buy the used copies, and it just seems like I'm getting a whole bunch of sealed copies that are marked as used, and that's luck on my part, and I shouldn't complain about that, but now I really have a moral dilemma when I'm trying to decide if I'm going to open it or not. All right, here we go. This is not a video game. These are manga, and I picked this up at a local comic shop, and I thought it was pretty cool, video game related. I was like, you know what, I'm going to show it on my channel. So it is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I have book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, and book 5. I believe that is the entire collection. I could be wrong. There could be like a book 6, but as far as I went in, they had it. It was like 30% off. I picked them all up, so that's how I got those. All right, moving on. This is a game that I did not want to buy, used at least. I wanted to buy this brand new because I wanted to support CD Projekt Red, great company, and I really wanted to support them. I still might buy this game brand new just to support them, and I can't believe that it's been so long that I have not added this into my collection yet. But yeah, this is Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So yeah, I picked this up at a pawn shop. I think it was like let's see, it was in October. Okay, so yeah, it was like $4. $4, you know, for Witcher 3. But yeah, that, you know, I picked it up because there was another game that I wanted, and the guy was like, yeah, that's only a dollar. And it came in a really beat up blue case. The case was cracked and all that, but I managed to pick up this game for $1. I reprinted the cover art, but it was one of those things where I couldn't justify buying a $1 game on a credit card. I didn't have cash on me, but Michigan Report from Hell. So I reprinted the cover art, put it in a nice black case, and there we go. We have Michigan Report from Hell. Again, the guy was saying that they couldn't get it to work on the PS2, and I knew exactly why, because that is a PAL-only game, and they were testing it out on an American console. So if they could have got it to work, I think they were going to say they were going to charge more for it. But luckily, they did not know that it was a PAL game, and PAL games do not work on American consoles. So that worked out in my favor. Um, Dunamas 15. It's another Japanese import. I have no idea. No idea. It says Chaos Head and Steins Gate on the back, so maybe it's from the creators of Chaos Head and Steins Gate. Dunamis 15. Not sure how to pronounce it, but another Japanese import. I've been really getting into Japanese imports lately, and this is really cool. So not only does it come with the game, also comes with a nice Blu-ray. You can see the little piggy there, and comes with a nice art book. There's the pig, and it's just really cool. Proud to add this to my collection, even though I do not know what it is. Again, I just get so many imports. I should learn Japanese. I know enough to say thank you, and I know enough to say how are you doing and what is this. But that's about my limit in knowledge in Japanese. All right. Okay, we do have one more final Japanese import. No idea how to pronounce this. This looks really cool though. Looks like a horror game, and yeah, like you can just see like there's a hand and stuff. And look at the back. Just that is. It's a very simplistic case, and I just like it. I just think this looks really cool. I really want to put this in my PS3 and try it out. All right, finally we have the last big console game pickup, Super Paper Mario for the Wii, and this was only $9. So I can justify buying a Super Paper Mario game for $9 from GameStop. Let's see. Here we go. Let's take these out of their little protective cases to show them off. Because I bought these at GameStop, and I recently ordered DS cases from a supplier online. So once I get the DS cases, I'm gonna print the cover art and put these in an original DS case or 3DS case, whatever it goes to, and make these look brand new. So we have Disney's The Sorcerer Apprentice. Not really my cup of tea, but pretty cool nonetheless. Spore Hero Arena. Again, this is super cheap. I think this was like $1 or something. Vampire Secrets. Tomb Raider Legend. And Chibi Robo Ziplash. Really cool stuff. Gonna put those in DS cases once they arrive in the mail. And to wrap it up, we have 2 Legend of Zelda keychains. So, really cool stuff. Yeah, this is, I don't know if I'm going to use these. I might give them out as gifts. But yeah, that is what I've picked up. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, really glad that I picked up Michigan Report from Hell. The PAL case that it came in was unfortunately beat up and didn't have the cover art. But yeah, no, ton of Japanese imports, ton of really just weird stuff. Again, like the PSP adult UMDs. No idea that those existed, but when I found out they did, best believe I had no shame in ordering that. I was like, you know what? I need this in my collection. This is going to be a very weird, very uncomfortable conversational piece, but a conversational piece nonetheless. And like I said, they're staying in the plastic. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give me a comment. I really appreciate all the comments. Let me know what you think was the weirdest thing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the adult UMDs. Let me know what you think is the coolest thing. I really enjoyed this. I don't know what this series is, but man, that just, again, the Blu-ray, the PS3 game, and the art book, really cool, nice, perfect condition, limited edition set from Japan. Can't be more thankful. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye bye.